if you've been feeling like everything in your life is shifting, like you're seeing the world through completely different eyes, or like you're going through some kind of internal transformation that you can't quite explain, you might be having a spiritual awakening. And I'm going to share with you the 7 clear signs that this is exactly what's happening to you. But more importantly, I'm going to tell you what to do about it. So if any of this resonates, make sure you stick around until the end. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our channel. I'm here to support you on your spiritual journey and personal growth. Now, spiritual awakening isn't just some mystical concept. It's a very real process that millions of people go through. And the thing is, it can feel pretty overwhelming and confusing when you're in the middle of it. So today, we're going to break down the 7 most common signs, and I'll give you practical steps for each one. Let's dive in. The first sign is that you're suddenly questioning everything you once believed. Your career, your relationships, society's expectations, maybe even your religious or spiritual beliefs. This happened to me about 3 years ago. I remember sitting at my corporate job, looking around and thinking, what am I even doing here? Is this really what life is about? Everything that used to make sense just didn't anymore. You might find yourself asking deep questions like, what's my real purpose? Why do we live the way we do? What's actually true? What to do? Embrace this questioning phase. Get a journal and write down your thoughts. Don't try to find all the answers immediately. This questioning is your soul's way of clearing out what no longer serves you to make room for what's authentic. The second sign is heightened sensitivity to emotions, energy, even physical sensations. You might feel overwhelmed in crowds, deeply affected by other people's moods, or even physically sensitive to foods, sounds, or environments that never bothered you before. I used to be able to watch any movie, listen to any music, but during my awakening, I couldn't handle violence in films or negative music. It felt like it was affecting my entire energy field. You might also notice you're more empathetic, picking up on things others don't see, or feeling emotionally overwhelmed more easily. What to do? Start setting energetic boundaries. Learn to distinguish between your emotions and others. Practice grounding techniques like walking in nature, meditation, or simply placing your feet on the earth. And be patient with yourself. This sensitivity is actually a gift that you'll learn to manage. Number 3, you're seeing synchronicities everywhere. Angel numbers, meaningful coincidences, the right book appearing at the right time, or thinking of someone and then they call you. I remember during my awakening, I kept seeing 1111 everywhere, on clocks, receipts, license plates. It was like the universe was trying to get my attention, and it was. These aren't just coincidences. They're signs that you're becoming more aligned with the flow of life, more tuned in to the subtle communications from the universe. What to do? Start paying attention and keeping track. Write down the synchronicities you notice. Thank the universe when they happen. The more you acknowledge them, the more they'll appear. It's like you're strengthening your connection to divine guidance. The fourth sign can be challenging, physical and emotional purging. You might experience unusual physical symptoms, intense emotional releases, vivid dreams, or feel like you're going through an emotional detox. This could look like crying for no apparent reason, feeling exhausted, having strange aches and pains, or sleeping more than usual. Your body is literally releasing old energy and trauma to make space for your higher self. I went through a period where I was crying almost daily, and I didn't even know why. It was my soul releasing years of suppressed emotions. What to do? Be gentle with yourself. Rest more, drink lots of water, eat clean foods, and don't resist the emotions that come up. Consider energy healing, therapy, or other support systems. Remember, this purging phase is temporary and necessary for your growth. Sign number 5 is one of the hardest. Your relationships are changing. You might find that some friendships naturally fade away, while new, more aligned people come into your life. You're no longer interested in surface-level conversations or activities that feel meaningless. This can be really lonely at first. I lost some friends who couldn't understand why I wasn't the same person anymore. But I also attracted incredible new souls who are on similar journeys. You might notice you're drawn to deeper conversations, authentic connections, and people who support your growth rather than keep you small. What to do? Trust this process. Don't try to force relationships that no longer serve you, and don't judge people who are on different paths. Send love to those moving away from your life and stay open to new connections. Your tribe will find you.
Number 6, you're constantly seeking deeper meaning and purpose. You might find yourself drawn to spiritual books, courses, practices like meditation or yoga, or exploring different philosophies and belief systems. Suddenly, material success doesn't feel as important as soul fulfillment. You want to understand life's bigger picture, your role in it, and how you can make a meaningful contribution. I remember spending hours researching different spiritual teachings, trying meditation apps, reading everything I could get my hands on. It was like I was hungry for truth and authenticity. What to do? Follow your curiosity, but don't overwhelm yourself. Choose 1 or 2 practices to focus on deeply rather than jumping around. Meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature are great places to start. Trust your intuition about what resonates with you. The 7th and final sign is that your intuition is getting stronger. You're having gut feelings that turn out to be right, making decisions based on inner knowing rather than just logic, or receiving insights and guidance that seem to come from nowhere. You might notice you just know things without being able to explain how, or you're having prophetic dreams, getting clear messages during meditation, or feeling guided to take certain actions. This is your connection to your higher self and universal wisdom strengthening. It's one of the most beautiful gifts of spiritual awakening. What to do? Start trusting and acting on your intuitive hits, even if they don't make logical sense at first. Keep a journal of your intuitive experiences and their outcomes. Practice quiet time daily. Intuition speaks in whispers, so you need to create space to hear it. So, if you're resonating with several of these signs, congratulations, you're awakening to who you really are. But here's what's really important to know. First, this is a process, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. Spiritual awakening happens in waves and stages. Second,
Find your support system, whether that's online communities, spiritual mentors, therapists who understand this process, or friends on similar journeys. Third, develop a daily practice. This could be meditation, journaling, prayer, yoga, or simply quiet reflection time. Consistency is more important than perfection. Fourth, trust the process. Even when it feels chaotic or overwhelming, know that you're exactly where you need to be. And finally, remember that awakening isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been underneath all the conditioning and expectations. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonated most? Are you going through a spiritual awakening right now? Share your experience in the comments below, and let's support each other on this journey. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content about spiritual growth and awakening. And if you know someone who might be going through this process, share this video with them. Sometimes just knowing we're not alone makes all the difference. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful souls. Remember, you're not going crazy. You're waking up. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, trust your journey, honor your process, and remember that the world needs your awakened light. Sending you so much love and light on your path.